In this video, we are going to learn how to create a gig. A gig is basically a service that you offer on Fiverr and which buyers can buy and pay you money for. So we go straight ahead and the profile that we already created, and then we would begin to learn how to create a gig. Okay, so for some reason, even though we signed up as a seller, but Fiverr is still telling us to go through a process before we can become a seller. So in that case, I'll just go straight to start selling, and then I'll click this, and then Fiverr is going to take us through a couple of steps, basically, to give us some guidelines before we continue. So ready to start selling on Fiverr. Here's the breakdown. Learn what makes it successful, whatever. You can read all these things. You can watch the video if you want. But I will just go ahead and click continue. So it is important to read these guidelines before you continue. So what makes a successful Fiverr profile? Take your time in creating your profile so it's exactly as you want it to be. So it must be specific. Add credibility by linking out to your relevant professional networks. Accurately describe your professional skills. Put a face on your name. Put a face to your name. Remember what I told you about putting a picture. And then sometimes they'll ask you to verify with an ID, but don't worry, this rarely happens unless you've done something stupid. So let's go ahead, and then now let's talk about things you want to stay clear of. So these are the don'ts: providing misleading or inaccurate information about your identity, opening duplicate accounts. Remember, you can always create more gigs. So here, providing a username is different from your real name. Okay, so before you become a seller, they will ask for your naming details. So this is where you provide your real name, and that's different from the username that we created. So soliciting other community members for work on Fiverr. So to get a work and go to other people and ask them you want work, or requesting people for work, it is not allowed. Requesting to take communication and payment outside Fiverr. Remember, Fiverr monitors everything that goes on the platform. So if you are chatting with a buyer, some buyers will want to take you out of Fiverr, for whatever reason. Some are scammers. They might want to, because they don't want to pay you, they will lure you, oh, because of Fiverr fees, let me take you out of Fiverr so I can pay you through PayPal or pay you in here. Do not accept it. All communications must go through Fiverr. Okay. So you go to continue. So first name, you provide your full name. So I could use my full name here, and then description, we've already done that. All this information, we've already added them. So the languages you speak, if you speak more than one language, you can feel free to add it. If you want to edit your description, you can do the editing here. You continue your occupation. So in this case, I'm a branding expert based on this profile that I created. So I'm going to select graphic design. But whatever, occupation that you are in. So if you selected social media marketing, for example, you would have to come to digital marketing. If you are a software developer, you have to come to programming and tech. So that's how you pick the relevant things. So from which year to which year do you have experience? You can put in 3 years experience, so from 2017 till 2020. So I can pick the services that I do. I can say Photoshop editing, social media design, web mobile design, flyer design, banner ads. You could pick more than that, as I said, depending on. You can add more if you want to add different services. If you have different services that you offer, skill levels. These were what we added, but you can add more skill levels here. Education, you can add a certification. You can add that personal website. If you have a personal website, you can add it. Your private website. Okay, if you are a web developer and you have a website that you offer your development services, you can put it there. Then you go to continue. If you want to link your social media accounts, feel free to do that. but I will leave that blank. I don't want to connect anything. Then I go to continue. Email is verified. Phone number, you can, for your first, you can add your phone number here, so feel free to add your phone number. They may request for your phone number when it comes to payments, especially when they want to verify that it's you payments, or if you forget your password and you need to reset. So I would advise that you add your phone number as well, and then create gig. So a minimum completion of 65%. So which means that I have to go back and add certain things. So I wouldn't want to. Let me go back here. Professional bio. Let me see certificates. Let me see Photoshop. Certified from Adobe. Year 2017. I can add. Personal website. I can add. I'll continue. Continue. Let me see whether I hit the mark. You are almost done 30%. Connect social account, phone number. Okay, so here's the deal. So it is now a requirement somehow to connect social networks and confirm your phone number. So as I said, these platforms, they keep changing the rules of the game. So this is something that we can do without. So we just have to go back to click on link accounts. Let me link. Okay, let me see Twitter. Let me link Twitter. So authorize app, and then apart from linking, I need to add my phone number. 26. Okay. So verify by SMS. This number is already okay. I've already used this number. So what other number do I have that I can use? Okay, let me verify by SMS and see if I can go through. Okay, I got the verification code 0636. Submit code. Okay. Select a security question. So you would need to select a security question in case you would want to reset your account. And then, okay, so we are verified. I can finish it up. And then I click on finish. So this is where we start creating the gig. So the gig comes in 6 parts. So there are 6 steps in creating a gig. Now every gig starts with iWall. So if you go to, let's search for a service here, for example, you would realize that every gig starts with iWall. So I will develop, I will design, I will design, I will do. You see, every gig starts with idle. So that's already pre-filled here. So you tell them exactly what you want to do. And in getting a gig title, or in creating a gig title, you have to keep one thing in mind. As I said, your gig title has to be unique and has to be specific. Specific to niche, specific to industry, specific to a specific thing. So now let's go back. Let's say, assuming I want to do logo designs. First, I'll advise you to come and search logo design. As I said, you don't need to work hard, work smart. See what other people have already done or are doing that are giving them very good results. And so when you type in logo design, these are the top ranking results for logo design. This page says, I'll design professional business logo with copyright. You see what he's added here with copyright that has differentiated her own from this person. This person says, our studio will design a logo, business card, and letterhead and mockups. Very specific. I will design luxury modern logo. So you see, nobody here is saying I'll just design a logo. Nobody's saying I'll design a logo. They are adding specific adjectives to let them stand out. I'll do minimalist, I'll do modern minimalist business logo. I'll create a professional business logo design. Our studio will design company logo and stationery. So if I look at the top four, business logo, okay, professional and modern business logo, luxury modern logo. So what are the keywords here? So you can take up, you can write the keywords that are ranking. So we have professional, we have business, we have modern. So professional, business, modern, minimalist, creative. So these three adjectives are good to go. So your gig, in this case, if I was to design a gig, I will design professional, the modern should come before the business. Modern business logo. I will make it specific to the kind of people I want to appeal to. For startups, okay, for startups, or I can say for small businesses, but there's a character limit, so let's see whether it will go for startups or small businesses. So let's see, but I'm sure the character limit may be off, so let me copy it all and see whether it will fit. So the I will is already written, so we just continue with the do. So I'll just paste it there. So your gig title is too long, so let me remove for small businesses. Perfect. So I will design professional modern business logo for startup. This is a perfect description. So now when you come here, you select the category. So the category here is under graphic design, which is very specific. So graphic design, so already there are suggestions here, so I'll just select it. It's already the logo design. So graphic design logo, so it's already pre-filled for me. So I can select other options here. Is it going to be 3D, versatile, vintage, hand-drawn, mascot, watercolor, signature, or other? So if it's one of these things, assuming I want to do 3D, I can do 3D. If it's not defined, I can use not defined. So assuming I want to do a versatile, I'll pick a versatile design, or if you have any other name, you can just write it here. And then search tags. Now tags, these are the tags that the algorithm will use when somebody is searching for your gig to display your gig based on relevancy. So these are tags that are associated with your gig. Once again, I would come here and then I will look at the top ranking gigs. What tags are these guys using that they are able to rank at the top? So I would open this guy, the top three. I'll open the top three, and then I would scroll down to see what tags they are using. So related tags. So they are using feminine, logo design, minimal, business logo, professional. So logo design, business logo, professional logo are three things I'm going to pick here. So you can add up to 5. You can add more than 5. So I'll take logo, business logo, and professional logo. So let me come here, logo design, business logo, professional logo. Remember, these are the keywords that are in my gig title. Then I'll go to the next person and see what tags she has. She has logo design, stationery, mockups, letterhead, business cards. I'm not doing any of these. So I'll come to this other gig. What tags is she using? Logo design, custom logo, modern. So I can add custom logo here. And then what do? I need 5, right? So these are suggested tags that I can also use. So I can come and pick any of these. Unique logo design. So I can add unique logo design. So I can copy this, and then let me see if the pasting will work. Okay, the pasting doesn't work, so I'll just pick them one by one. So logo design, so funny enough, as I said, the platform keeps changing. You would realize that logo design was an option here as a tag, but now when you go to add logo design, it no longer comes up. So which one is closest? So design logo, professional logo doesn't also come up. So so custom logo. Okay, let's add custom logo. It's part of our, and then unique logo is also there. Unique logo, it doesn't also come up. So this is the funny thing with this website. So sorry. So they basically disabled and brought in their own once again. So let's see what's in about logo is there again. So we can take logo mockup, or so okay, let's take logo mockup. Let's go back and see what other business logo, professional logo they didn't pick. So let's take letterhead, for example. Letterhead. So letterhead is there. And then mockups. Do we have mockups? Mockup design. Okay, so even though the search tags have changed, but we still have those that are closely related to the top ranking gigs. So once we have this, we can save and continue. So you can read on the gig packages. You can watch the video if you want, but I will just go on. So this is where you set up your gig packages. And as I said, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. If you turn it off, it will just make it only one basic. But as I recommend, you put 3 packages. And your basic package, you always start with $5. Your next package can be 10 or 15. Your premium can be 20, 25. You are just starting up. So you have to be as cheap as possible. So what names do you put? What description do you put? What delivery timelines, revisions? How do you determine how to pick up this stuff? Okay, don't reinvent the wheel. Go back and check the top performers, what descriptions they put under their logos, their packages. Sorry, for example. So under the $20 package, this person is a pro, so she has a lot of reviews. She's been selling. She's an old seller since 2016. So you can start with your basic at 20. So we start at 5, but you can look at the description. So she does one logo design plus JPEG image plus PNG image plus unlimited revisions, and she offers transparency, high resolution 3D mockup, and delivery time is 2 days. So we can basically, let's look at the next person and see what do they have for their basic package. So this basic package is 170. That's just one design concept. This person is not somebody we should be looking at. Let's look at the next person. So basic 25, two nice logo designs, concepts, high resolution, transparent JPEG. So basically, I'll recommend that you compare 3 to 4, and then you can now make sure you offer more than what their basic will offer. So make sure that the service that you offer, the package you offer, is actually more lucrative than what they are offering. So one logo design concept plus one JPEG. This person is offering two nice logo designs at 25. So you can come to your gig and you offer. So under your basic, you also title it basic. So you offer two logo designs plus this person is offering design concept plus JPEG PNG images plus source file, vector file, JPEG image plus PNG plus unlimited image revisions. So under our basic, we can add source file in addition to JPG, PNG. We can add source file and unlimited revisions. Okay, so we can do high resolution JPG, PNG, and then source file. So let's come back here. So HD, PNG, JPEG plus source file. Remember, the idea is to make ours more lucrative. Plus source file plus unlimited revisions. So their delivery is what? 2 days. Revision is delivery is 2 days. So we would come and make ours delivery 1 day. Revisions unlimited. Number of concepts. So let's go back and see how many concepts. So 3 concepts for a year. Number of initial concepts. 2 concepts. Sorry, this person is giving number of concepts 1. So we are giving 2 concepts for basic. 2 concepts. Source file, we are going to add logo transparency, high resolution. So we are offering high resolution logo transparency. Remember, these people are not offering source file, and okay, high resolution. She's not offering source file. She's not offering source file. So, but we are going to offer source file because we are new and we need to make it lucrative. We can even add. Okay, so we won't add social media kit. But if you are desperate for work, you can actually add all these things. You can add stationery design and vector file. Yeah, and you sell it for only 5. Extra fast delivery. Let's see. Delivery, is there a delivery timeline? So delivery is 1 day. So we have made our delivery 1 day. So you can do that for all these other ones. So just follow the same process. Okay, so you can make this standard, make this premium. So I'm not saying you should copy. I just want to be fast and move forward to the next one, so you know. But go and copy the other ones, their standard package, and make it better. So I can make this 4, and then delivery 1 day unlimited. Then I'll tick this, and I can make it 10. This I make it 5. Okay, this I make it 5 logo designs. This is just an example, but I hope you get the idea. So I'll just make all these unlimited. Number of initial designs 3. So 4. Sorry, this was 4, right? So I'll just take all these things so we can move forward, and then we can make this 20. Extra fast delivery. There are times when if your delivery is, for example, 3 to 4 days, you can make extra money by saying that, because there are some people that want, and they want it very urgent. They say they want it in one day. You can say, okay, if you want it to deliver in one day, I'll charge an extra $5 for one day. Okay, but as you start new, I wouldn't advise you to add extra fast delivery. You can add other extras if you want, but I wouldn't advise you to add extra for now. When you get your first few sales, you can now begin to create other gigs that you can add all these other extras and make extra money. So might be shorter than gigs delivery options. Packages extra fast. Okay, I can select it. No. So I think I just have to uncheck this, and then I can move forward. Okay, gig description. Once again, as I taught you how to mix and match, pick from the best on the platform, mix it and get the best text, the same way that we are going to use for this. So the gig description, so you basically go to the platform and then pick the best gigs, those that are closer to yours, and then you look at their gig description. So this is his description. So what will you get? So you can copy, paste, go to the next one. The other ones, I can look here, professional branding, about this gig. We spend a lot of time together. Okay, so this is not very enticing to me. The gig, the description should be something that captures attention, gives more details about the gig. What I can do for you. So about my service, so this is a very good structure. About my service, what I can do for you, and then the process. Okay, so something like this, you can basically copy the structure. Start with about my services and what I can do for you, or what you get out of this gig, and then the process to order. So this will help people that probably want to ask you questions before they order the gig. They can have everything about the gig here. So basically, you can rework this. You can copy a couple of them and rework it. So about this gig, or about me. If you have some history or experience that you want it to come through, so you can add an about me, where you can basically say I have 8 years 8 years corporate experience in graphic design. I have worked with startups, worked with internet startups in all across the world. Your work is safe in my hands. So what would you work? So you can go on to say that I am charging so low because I am new on this platform, but prices will be going up soon. So what will you get? So you type in what you get. So no copy paste logo. As I said, don't copy dito and paste. You have to rewrite this. So I can say you get up to 5 different logo designs, original logo designs, original work, no copy, no logo generator. And you can see unlimited revisions. Yes, and then how it works. So you can add how it works. You can see how to order. So click. You can order by clicking any of the packages. If you have a special request, please inbox me first about your requirements before you order. So something like this can be your description. So bring it back here and put it here. There's a highlighter. You can highlight the things that you want the person to see. For example, I want to highlight that this is original work. I can basically come. So once I click on this highlighter, it can highlight. This is bullet. If you want to bullet your work, if you want to bold, maybe I don't want to bold this. I'll just take off the bold, and then that's how it works. So frequently asked questions. Let's see, what are the questions that people frequently ask about logo designs? Let's go and look at some of these guys. Whether they are FAQ. So FAQ. So this doesn't apply to us. Let me go back and look at this guy, whether he has an FAQ that we can basically copy. Okay, so you can come here. How to get started. So what are the source files and what should you get? Why I recommend premium? What's included in stationery? So you can look at these questions from other people that are offering the same services, and basically you can create the same questions here. So I can add a question. What is a minimalist logo? Yes, a simple logo. So this is where I can put the answer. A simple logo. A simple logo without height. I'm just writing. I'm not saying this is a minimalist logo, but this will give you an idea. You can add more. What package do you recommend for a startup? I can say I recommend standard because you get 3D, you get social media samples, etc. This is the idea. So you put in the frequently asked questions by looking at other gigs, and then once you are done with that, you go to save and continue. And then what are the requirements? What does the person need to give to you for you to be able to start work? So first, you need the person to give description of their business, then free text answer, and then add another question. What type of logo they want, and then I can see any special instructions. So these are basically questions that I would ask if I want to design a logo. And then important, what are your brand colors? So if you are designing a logo, you need to understand the brand color. Very important. So even these questions can tell the person whether you are expecting your folder or not. So be careful that the things you are requesting for the person are the things that you would need, so that after ordering, you don't go back to ask, send me this, send me that. Okay, you save and continue. So this is where you have to upload photos of your service. And I'll show you one place where you can go and quickly design eye-catching images. But before that, let me take you through. If you go through these gigs, you will realize that there is something unique about the cover images that will capture your attention. For example, this one, comes with so many colors that easily catches your attention. This comes with a very beautiful design that captures your attention. So these guys are logo designers. So they are using images, cover images that show how beautiful their designs can be. That shows what they can do. Okay, so if you are in this space, in this design space, the cover image that you use for your logo has to be captivating and has to show that you can do the job that you say you can do. In other areas, you may just need to show that you may need to show the service to come through. If I take social media marketing, for example, okay, people are pitching themselves through video. But for those that are not using video, you realize they describe the service in the image description, social media management. It comes out clear, social media manager, social goals, hashtag, social media marketing for e-commerce, very specific. Are you looking for a social media manager? Okay, so sorry. So whatever that you do, it has to come out in the cover image. So your cover image has to be well thought through. So one of the places that you can design a good cover image is to go to Canva, canva.com. So with Canva, you can easily sign up or log in. So I have an account, so I can just easily log in. You can also log in with your social media. So I'll just go here and log in with my Gmail, and then I can go in and start designing. There are so many other platforms or websites that you can use to design, but Canva is one of the easiest. So I can just go in and I can just pick a template straight away. So I can come in and pick something like, let me pick this. So I'm a logo designer, so I could easily pick any of these as my cover image. Okay. But for the sake of practice, I can just say, assuming I was into social media marketing, or I was into any other service that is not related to branding, I would need to specify the name of my business. So you can say social media marketer. I could even add an adjective. I could say I will be your kick-ass social media marketer, and I'm going to make this stand out. I'll make it yellow, and I'll put it up here. I'll be your kick-ass. So I can make this red just to make it stand out. So I will be your kick-ass social media marketer. I can add another text and put the price, and just put 5 only. So in this case, I'm a logo design. So I'll say professional logo design. So 5 only. I can come to elements, and then I can pick this circle, I can make the circle colors. Where are colors? I can make it yellow, and then I can make this white, red. Good. And just say $5 only. Then I can just remove this. So this is simple. So I just come here and then sorry, I download it. So you can just close this, but it's already downloaded to desktop, so I can go and then, so I'm using a picture, I don't have a video, so I can go to downloads and then scroll through to find my newly designed image. Where is it? Green flat disorder. So let me just search. Why did this download to? Let me just, sorry, screen finder. Okay, it's here, and I've been looking for it. So downloads. So here it is. And then I would save my logo. Sorry, I'll save my gig. And then almost there. To ask Fiverr asks to publish it. So you see I've gone through all the steps. I would publish, and voila, it's alive. So if I go to my gigs, so I would see that my logo is there. It's just a new logo, so I have no impressions, no clicks, no views. So once you set up a gig within 24 hours, okay, how to know whether your gig would rank or it wouldn't rank? Within 24 hours, I want you to come back and go to switch to buying, okay, where you can search for services and then search for your gig. So professional modern logo design. Come to search. Now under search, come here, sort by, and then come to newest arrivals. So now any logo that is new and has been approved to show on Fiverr would automatically be here. If you are found within the first page, thank your stars. It means that your logo is already, on the way to success. Okay, so you should find it here. Sometimes the newest arrivals are many, so you have to scroll through by pages. Page 1, page 2, page 3. But if you scroll through the last page and you don't see your gig here, there's no way your gig will ever rank or perform. So I would advise that you delete it, go through the process and create another gig. But once you find your gig here, okay, it means that your gig is eligible to show on Fiverr results, and that's already the first step. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to show you how to rank a gig, so that once your gig already shows here, then I'll show you how to move it from, if it was on page 3 on newest arrivals, you can come up to page 1 and people will start seeing your gig and hopefully it can move to if you go to best selling, you can have it come to page 1, where you can get a lot of views and a lot of clicks and ultimately a lot of sales. So this is all for creating a gig, and I hope you did enjoy. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the Facebook group that I have shown you, and then you can join and you can ask all your questions there.